Looking for proof of quality, reliability and performance? Then this is the video for you. Now don't forget, everything used in the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those Kirby products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Hi Kirby fans, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out a Kirby trade-in. Now this is a testimony to the quality, reliability and performance of a Kirby Vacuum. I cannot believe this vacuum has been handed down for 3 generations and they finally traded it in for an Avalir too. So let's check it out. Hi Kirby fans, so before we jump into this, I want to give a big thank you to Andre at Glendore Kirby for contacting me about this. But this was an amazing find and I was quite shocked that the people are still trading these in, and this has been passed down from generations. So this was bought by the grandparents, they had it 10 years, passed it down to the kids, and they've passed it down to their children as well. And I was absolutely shocked, but they traded in this for one of these. If you're in South Australia and you're looking at booking a Kirby demonstration, there will be a link down below in the description for Kirby of Glendore, so make sure you check that out at the end of this video. So let's jump in and see how this Kirby has fared over 31 years and whether it still runs. So normally if you've got an older Kirby, Kirby will let you trade it in, or even if you've got a plastic vacuum and they'll give a trading price for that Kirby. Now this was quite surprising what they traded in. We're going to jump in, have a look at the condition. It has been repackaged by Kirby in this box when they traded it in. It hasn't been cleaned or anything, so we'll have a look and see the condition of it. Right, so as you can see, we've got a generation 3, and straight away, I've noticed there's a little bit of sun damage. So let's get this unboxed, get it set up, and 1, see if it works, and 2, how good it is. So right, so we've got the machine assembled, we will be doing a CFM test on it. This is a 1992 model and it did come with the original non-canal belt. I won't be trying to wind one of them on. Them are the toughest things ever going. It's come with the original instruction book. We'll have a quick look at the machine and see the state of it, but you can see that I've gone from this to this. I know which one I prefer, but this is literally an heirloom that has been handed down from generation to generation to generation. You can see there's a lot of yellow in, obviously the handle and the machine's got quite a bit of yellow on it as well. So a quick little jump in, have a look at the machine, see if it's gone yellow, bit of sun damage and the condition of it, and then we'll run a CFM test and see how good she runs. So let's see how this generation 3 has fared over 32 years of cleaning. Now with the caddy tools, we've got these original belts, so they're not the canal belts, they're the old rubber ones. I remember my mum having these with the Heritage and they were an absolute pain. They were that tight to turn on. I think if we tried to turn them on now, they'd probably snap. We've got the shampoo bottle, hasn't been used by the looks of it. If it has, it's had very little use, has never been used for spraying. We've got the air intake, a little bit of yellowing on that. We've got the original handle, a little bit of yellowing on that's not too bad. So that's fared quite well over 32 years. So the hose has definitely been used, hasn't been cleaned. That is as is. So it has been looked after. It has been serviced by Kirby as well for over 30 years. So the inflator hasn't fared well. That's obviously been trod on at some point. We've got the pet groomer, duster brush isn't too bad. Wall and ceiling brush that has actually turned yellow, so that has been in the sunlight. We've got the upholstery tool. This has definitely been stored in the sun. So obviously been used on rough floors at some point to clean. Poles have definitely been used. Finally, the hard floor cleaner. This has got a little bit of dust and grime in there, but those wheels have fared really, really well. No yellowing on this. And then we've got the crevice tool. The crevice tool does get a lot of use. Surprised to see that brush, that normally gets lost. Not sure what that is. If you know what that's for, whether it's a cable tie of some description, comment down below. So let's jump in and see at the state of the machine. Now what I'm wondering is if this has got the original belt. We've got a bit of yellow in there from the sun. Flip that out. It's had a lot of use. It's been rammed a lot under furniture or wherever. I've never had gouges, even on my G4. I think I've got one gouge where my partner had run it under the bed at some point or some cabinet and just put one scratch in it and I wasn't too happy. But you know, that's pretty good. We've got a new brush roll in here. So I've obviously had a new brush roll in the past couple of years. so that's pretty clean, because the original brush roll did have like a red, yellow and green on there. So there's the original lines you'd have. Like you'd have a red and a green and then a black. So then your 3 height adjustments you'd have as the brush roll worn. But obviously this has got the new brush roll in there. I have found that the G3 and G4 brush rolls are a little bit more expensive as well compared to looking at a G5 onwards. So I did change my head on my G4, and I will put a link to that video at the end of this one. So fan wise, the fan looks pretty new. That seal's not too bad. That survived. They normally fall out. So look at the wheels. The front wheels have fared quite well. We've got the original hubcaps. They haven't been in the sun. The sun's obviously been shining this way. The rear hubcap is bright yellow. There's no way we're going to get that back. This has fared pretty well as well. So wheel wise, there's literally no rubber left on there. The wheels have literally worn away. So I'd say those are the original wheels. The tech drive switch, these things never fall out. G4s and G3s never had a problem with the tech drive switch. They've worked fantastic. So Kirby changed the design on the G5 onwards, and they've been terrible ever since. I have done a video on repairing those if you ever have an issue with that. So they have upgraded the lead. So the lead has been replaced at some point, because I remember these were like a light cream. This looks like more like a Centric 2 colour, but obviously it was made for the G3 and they just made it that colour to sort of blend in with the wheels. We'll have a look at the bag. So I'd say bag wise, the bag hasn't fared too bad. I think it's been cleaned obviously in every service, because it's pretty clean in there. The hose, these normally get holes in them, so no one sucked any nails up or anything from what I can see, but I will check that out later. There's no holes in the actual bag. So looking at the bag's fared quite well. There's no actual holes in it. There's a little bit of a stain there, but other than that, there's nothing wrong with that bag. And probably a little bit of gouging there, but it's been well looked after for 30 years. Obviously the handle is beyond repair. Whether we can retro bright that, I haven't got a clue how to do that, so I'll probably have to contact my mate at Hooverlook and see how to look at retro brighting this. Whether that will bring it back up, we'll have to wait and see in a following video. So let's get this head refitted. We'll leave the brush roll off because we don't know the state of the belt, and we'll just see what the CFM is. Right, so we'll just run this for 10 seconds as normal and see what the airflow is after 32 years. And don't forget, if you're to the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those Kirby products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Before we jump into those CFM results, let's take a look at that Kirby. That Kirby is from December 1992. So it's literally 31 years old. This goes as testament to investing in a Kirby and the amount of time it can actually last you. You can pass it down from generation to generation. So it's been through 3 generations. So you've got the grandparents, the parents and the kids, and it's finally been traded in for an Avalir 2. Like you could see on that Kirby, the wheels had a lot of use and it's had a hard life and it's still running strong. So let's jump into the CFM and see how powerful it is after the 31 years. Right, so after 31 years, we've run it for 10 seconds. Fresh bag, hasn't been cleaned. It's got a new fan in it, so it's been serviced by Kirby recently, and it came in at 133.94 CFM. So that's 134 CFM from a Kirby that's 31 years old. That's pretty shocking that it's still running that strong after that long. Now, can you say that about your cheap plastic vacuum? Is that going to still be running as strong as that in 31 years time? I think not. At the end of the day, the proof's in the pudding, so I'd say it's well worth investing in a Kirby vacuum, and you're going to have at least 31 years of use, if not more, when it's serviced and looked after over 31 years. So comment down below what is your favourite Kirby, and again, thanks for watching, happy cleaning, and I'll catch you in the next one.